Hello, my name's Harvey Brown and I'm an AS Media student at the Billericay School. The media project I've created is an opening sequence to a thriller film called Narco. During the development process of the opening sequence, I've learnt a great deal about the technologies required in the filming and editing process. I've also furthered my skills of how to best use these technologies to my advantage. An example of this is in my choice to use the Nikon D3100 DSLR as my primary camera. The reason I've chosen to use a DSLR opposed to a Handycam is the ability to adjust the focus of a shot and therefore control the depth of field. Choosing a camera that has this feature was essential for me, as a lot of the shots that I've planned involved shifts in focus. An example of this presented in my opening sequence is a close-up shot of a mobile phone ringing when the focus shifts into a long shot of Jed pouring a drink shown in the background. I found that the camera recorded a decent quality of sound, however the kitchen that my opening sequence was set was very echoey, and therefore my main character's dialogue wasn't crisp and defined. My original solution to this was to use a voice recorder which I taped to the end of a long pole and held above Jed's head just out of shot. Although this sounds like a strange way to record sound, having the voice recorder act like a boom mic meant that the sound was being picked up closer to Jed's face opposed to the camera 3 meters away from him. When I edited the sound and the footage together, I found that this still had slightly too much reverb. However, it was a lot better than the original sound recorded by the camera. I had originally intended to use a GoPro to film some point of view shots from the perspective of a bottle being held by Jed and a fridge door opening and closing. This idea was inspired by similar point of view shots that feature in the American TV show Breaking Bad. I decided during the filming process that this wasn't practical due to the limitations of the GoPro. The need to upload footage before being able to view it meant that I didn't know on the day of filming if I'd achieved the shot that I wanted to. Another technology that I tested for my opening sequence but never implemented was the high-speed camera on the iPhone 5S. The ability of the camera to film at 120 frames per second allowed for some incredible footage of shattering glass. However, after attempting to edit this in test footage on the iPhone, I found that there was a clear difference in the resolution of the cameras that I'd used, and decided that this would be too jarring for an audience. The editing program that I used was Final Cut Pro X, which is the latest version of Apple's Final Cut programs. Having access to the most modern industry standard technology in the editing process was a massive benefit, as it contains a far wider range of tools than the entry-level program iMovie. This is a similar situation in the effects program Motion X, which is also the most modern and advanced in the range of Apple special effects software. The fact that these programs are readily available to the public shows the democratization of filmmaking. With entry-level camcorders being cheap and easy to use, almost anyone can make and distribute a film over social networking. Because of this, we have all become prosumers where we both produce and consume media. This is also true in the use of the internet and video sharing sites such as YouTube. YouTube has allowed me to upload test footage to my blog and share the final product with a global audience. I've also used YouTube to find tutorials for special Motion X effects that other people have uploaded, one of which I've uploaded to my blog. I've used the internet for various other tasks during the development process of my film, including finding and downloading fonts from dafont.com and researching other media theories. The most important use of the internet in my AS coursework is through the website Tumblr to showcase my research and planning, final media product and evaluation.